Hey guys, this is Tigers coming back to you with a different Minecraft video. I've been saying for most of this week that this week I will look at the realm that I've basically talked about a good bit this week. So, and with the fact of my Friday night last night not changing from what it normally was, I will quickly go because this is not typically what it does look like, and yes, there are like two different sets of dogs. But yeah, with the fact of what I was like last night and when I stream, if I didn't do it today, I was like, that means I've only got 2 more days and I want to get season 2 of Batman done. So I decided I got some free time today, so yeah, that will be a double stream today. There'll be this now, and then there'll be one tonight. I say, it's okay? And it's like, yeah, I did forget. This is no one called Fred. Don't ask me why Fred. On realms, you've kind of got to go game mode. You've got to do /game mode to get stuff. Here are some of the cats. These dogs were got before the update, and then none of them are named. But then when the new update for the dogs came out, I was like, I want to get some. And I just call that my armored pack. But then you've got Cherry, Dinnerbone, Fern, Jet, Penny, Biscuit, Storm, Trip, Crystal, Chocolate, Rose, Tango, Shredder, Lily, Benji, and yes, I did name another dog Benji. Tiger, Ice, Thunder, Draco, Poppy, Pumpkin, Snowy, Ocean, and I'm pretty sure that's all of them. Yeah. Then we got the horses. Then you've got Larry the Llama, the pigs. This is just typical Minecraft stuff. Okay, so we need these animals to survive. We've got the tree farm. Guys, most of this was done pure survival based. There's only a few things. Before I get shown essentially what I consider, it's dumb, but I do consider it my pride and joy. We'll show the armadillos. Joel and Billy. Some of the stuff is named, some of it isn't. Ben the Fox, along with You're Not Named, Millie, Scout, Dixie, Ninetails, Sarah, Scraps. Anyone wondering why Ninetails? It is a Pokemon reference. And Armadillo got into there. I know I had 3. Got 2 Sniffers, plus a rabbit and an armadillo in there. You got the pandas. You've got the rabbits. You've got a frog in here. I don't think any of the polar bears are named. And you've got Dead and Alive. Kind of me trying to be funny with a case of Dead and Alive with the 2 zombie horses. Essentially just a nice little animal shelter. I didn't want to change the whole roof because I couldn't. Could I? Actually I could have. But I didn't want to change the whole roof, but I still wanted to have a nice little design. So yeah, so I did this nice little pattern with lanterns and smooth stone slabs. and it was just solar lanterns. My house is very much built slightly weird because like you have a nice little wooden deck thing sorted out there, but instead of building it all like sloped, like nice, I decided to build it on like make it look like a hill, like the two sides, which meant unless I wanted to extend this, which at the beginning if I hadn't done this I would have been more than fine extending it, but now it's just like no, I don't want to. I really don't. Also the texture, I'm pretty sure because of a shader skin pack I've got for New Adventures, I'm pretty sure that's just equipped onto this too. That's an old friend's house because there was a friend that a group of us speaking to. We don't anymore, but they did have access to it. I didn't build the Netherite sword. Lord Ridian did, but I was like, there's a sword there. I want to build a dude. Lord Ridian Stellar House. I don't think it's nothing special. I will show his actual house because he did make a nicer house. I will say this texture pack doesn't do the best for dogs. But then again, I don't know if it's my texture pack or whether Lord Ridian has checked one on. Again, nothing really special. Stuff in my ender chest. My original set of diamond armor. For then like netherite. I'm not wearing full netherite because I like wearing my elytra, so my netherite chestplate and helmet are in there. But because I was spending a good bit of time in the nether, I was always having I was always basically just having a gold helmet equipped. A zombie horse, not a zombie skeleton horse. I'm pretty sure I do have a couple. And basically it just got to a point where it's like, I got really attached to this helmet, so I put some really decent enchantments on, so mending was one of them. Blue Ninja's second house, technically. Bit of wheat farms, some storage. It's, for the most part, our houses aren't like the outside. The houses aren't that like special. It's then his bedroom, and I'm pretty sure this just leads to just an outside patio. Then this was built by Blue Ninja. There was an iron trapdoor on it for a good while because he did lock us all out for some reason. This is the room. Some more stuff, just a bunch of items. I'm about to say, it's annoying the stairs don't go all the way up, and it's like, hold on. Again, it's just sort of it's kind of bare boned. I have used these to do this design before now, so it is kind of a nice little design. Then all the way up here to, I'm pretty sure it's just like a common room. I don't think I've ever used fences as windows. I might have, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't dislike it. There was a few things about my house I didn't fully go into detail with. That's a platform Lord Ridian built. I think he was going to build his house in there, but he didn't in the end. And at this point, it's one of those things where it's been there a while, so I don't like. It'd be nice if it didn't, but at the same point. Now, I don't know who set this forest on fire. I think it was me when I was building my castle. The spruce planks are essentially supposed to look like, because it's a spruce plank and then a spruce door, it's supposed to look like essentially like an actual castle like gate thing, but because there's no mods on here and all that lot, so I couldn't actually do it so a gate opens, but it still wants to look somewhat realistic. It looks like that. It doesn't look too bad. From distance you can't even notice, but yeah. It's not the best castle in the world, it's 100% not. But I stand by the build. You've got ladders which take you all the way up to the top. And then you have this which takes you up here. But you have to use the ladders to get all the way up to the top. I just think I was being awkward when I built it. Or actually trying to stick to realism. These then take you up to here, but you can go all the way up to essentially what would be... I wanted to have like the thing where you'd have the guards just roaming and like making sure everything was okay. That's what that is. And then this... I don't want to say monstrosity because I built this. Again, these things aren't like the most things in this world, the things I'm proud of. Basically, that was just a mountain that both me and Lord Ruin were like, that would make a good place to build, and it's like, it would. And then we also read this wood, and I also did build here. I did make this originally an airport, but considering it just links up to the one down there, it became slightly annoying. This is supposed to essentially look like an upside down room, like... Yes, the lantern down, like, putting lanterns on the bottom wasn't the best idea in the world. Because what I probably should have done is just done glowstone or something. But like other than the lantern, it's basically reverse. For the most part, there might be the other thing that isn't. I'm gonna go to the end because we've not built nothing. That's basically the nether. The nether, like, it goes straight down to, I will show the nether. There is kind of a funny story of how we did track. That's the hole. Basically, Lord Viridian, I think, had the seed at some point, and he's like, I've had to find a way to find the end portal. I don't know if he did legit find the end portal or not. I wasn't going to question it. But he found the end portal pretty simple, and it was not that far from where we were living. Now, I'm gonna say all the buildings in there because I don't think anyone else has built something different in here, but it's because of me. Like, I built a nice little path so you can go all the way around. You've got a way to go down if you want to, or go down this way. I can't remember why I did that. No, this was, granted they were both, I can't remember what short I watched, but I did watch a short. Like, I did not build these, I built them myself, but they're not my original design. I did use a short from YouTube. I just typed in Enderman Farm. And I will admit, I did fuck up. You're supposed to essentially have space at the bottom, but I was like, and then I basically just put 2 trapdoors there, and it does still work. And you literally go... But I was like, I can build better, and I did. Now it's essentially that's version 1, or a mock build. I then built this, which is 10 times better, and I think potentially more efficient too. I also built an enchantment room here, just in case anyone wants to enchant. Basically, I think there's still 3 of us who have access to the room. Because, basically, a story behind it is... This works like a normal. You can just run in between, grab them, and you have the full room. Basically, we've had it like Lord Viridian set up a couple of before now, and so it's Blue Ninja. But Lord Viridian got basically fed up with us constantly going every single night, being like, "Hey, load up the Minecraft world, load up the Minecraft world, load up the Minecraft world." Blue Ninja then started setting them up. But then I think he might have started to get fed up of people constantly wanting to play them, but we weren't as bad with him. I know I wasn't innocent in the case of pestering someone, not claiming to be. So eventually, when it came to a case of us playing again, he's just like, "Yeah, I'll shut up around." It's the reason, like, there's an Ark server. Yes, that is a boat. Yes, that is Lord of Reading's house. But first, I'm showing my basement. Now, was it originally a nicer way down here? Yes, there was. Basically, you originally, and like the stairs were like normal, but you originally used to walk down here, but I then was like, I don't really want to be walking down my basement. Because yes, it technically is a basement. Very long basement, so I covered it up and then I eventually just made a trapdoor, so yeah. My farms, my like wheat and all that lot, granted it is not the best. They are planted. It is not, granted I do have enough food, but yeah, these are 100% not, like, if they were outdoors, they'd be fine, but because they're in, and like, locked under essential ground, but you've got potatoes, wheat, not the most efficient either, because technically speaking, what would be more efficient, have water down this, and just have the water down there, and just have the rest, like, fine. Or even mirror down here, water either side, but yeah, it could be more efficient, but I like the symmetrical, like, I liked it being symmetrical. Carrots, this room was made slightly more different. I think it might have been because of sugar cane. But then you've got carrots, which meant this middle one ended up being bigger and smaller, and I think this room was made, like, smaller because 3, 3, 3, 3, up 2. But then you've got your carrots, and my voice sounds like it's about to go, but it's not, and now it's getting deeper, which is annoying. I do have a bunch of random stuff, but considering the Enderman farm that I made, I decided to keep some ender pearls on me just in case. I don't know if I've got protection 1 book on me. Like, I cannot remember. Cocoa beans, cactus, beetroot, nothing, pumpkins, and melons. If I need to do more, I could plant there or go down. Would this be a lot more efficient outside? Yes. Do I technically have the room? Yes. Now, there is a dumb story behind this dumb-ass chicken room. Yes, it is built in my house. Yes, I do think it is stupid. Also, I do spend most of the time in this world in survival. Like, all my gear was got in survival. The elytra is the only questionable thing because Lord Redeem basically went and found an elytra and had an Unbreaking book, and so other than mending, but I was trying to get it out, eventually got fed up, but like with the access of, basically because me and him were only missing 2 achievements to get plat, we both got plats, and it's like, should we just enable cheats? And it's like, yeah, sure. So yeah, for the most part, this is all done single player, but it's just like building and all that lot, it's not. But yeah, this dumbass chicken room, I essentially made a joke and made like a giant ass room for a friend who I no longer speak to, and just threw a bunch of chickens in here. Because for some reason, lemon chickens, I don't know why, I stopped questioning it. So eventually it just became a chicken party room, so Lord Ready and this person. Basically, it technically the course management between myself, Lord Ready and this person, and Blue Ninja, because I did not invite them over. They both came over and then started partying in that room, and Blue Ninja felt like left out, but That's fast. I will go into that in a second because it goes a lot further down. My turtle. I did not know they were going to be this color because I've not checked any since they've updated. And guys, anyone who just saw the name will know, yes, they're 100% named after what you think they are. Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Leonardo. Instead of just going Leo, Raph, Mikey, and Donnie, or I don't know if Donatello ever goes by the name Donnie, or Don. But yes, they are named after the turtles. I did have to rechange their names. Basically, when Lord Raiden did basically make it so we had access to creative, I went around and name tagged a lot of stuff. Step on that, and you come down to here. Now this is just my essential lava disposal room, but a lot. I don't remember why Greg was trapped down here. No, this is just essentially a lot of stuff that I've mined, and most of it has just been a case of cobblestone. Now when you come down here, yeah, it goes further and deeper. I am going to show why right after I finish showing off the basement. Netherwart farm, brewing area, my enchantment room, which is so far down. It's very much questionable whether a case of it's quicker for me to run, actually run straight across to Blue Ninja's tree fort, and use the enchantment room over there, and all the way down to like halfway down my basement. My chorus flower farm. My very much secret farm, which I had forgotten about. It's basically a gold piglin farm, which I didn't want no one to find out about. Basically, I wanted an easier way to get gold. But yeah, so I did technically cheat make one, but yeah. My villager trading hall, which this is just essentially an alley. Basically, it was supposed to be at a point of where like they'll all have like different trades and they'll all have the books I need. There was a pet slime down here. I can't remember his name. I think his name was Slimy. Now, is this bigger slime gonna try and kill me? The small baby slimes can stay down there. It's because I have thorns on my armor. But yeah, it's supposed to be a trading hall. I don't know how good it is. Mainly because by the time I made it for the sake of making it and not because I needed it. And I'm pretty sure it just goes down to the deep dark basement. Yeah, this basically just goes down to where I've been mining, like, not started that now yet. That goes for a good while. And it's the exact same for all of them. And you've got more tunnels. But yeah, down here is actually just tunnels. Now, going back up's not going to be too bad, but like coming down is really annoying. See, what would technically be smart for me to do would literally just be make a bloody direct tunnel straight down, some water at the bottom and jump. But I know for a fact someone would be that annoying person who would literally go and replace the water. In here you do have more storage, and what was gonna be something else, like, but then it looked ugly and all that lot, so I was just like, no. For the most part, sorry guys, my voice sounds a bit different. It's because I've currently got a cold and I've had one for a while. I just refuse to deal with it at this point. I'm being very much stubborn with it. But yeah. This basically just became a nice little easy food source. Slash. Right, yeah, she has. Okay. Then you have Lord Rudian's boat. I know he's been back on, like, since I mentioned it, but guys, at one point there was a bunch of chickens on here. And just because at this point it's kind of just a trend. I don't think they can, but like... Basically, I'm just going to swarm his basement with a bunch of chickens. And I'm just more specifically going to hope the fact that he's going to be like... Can't just come down here one day and be like, did I not clear these out? I know for a fact he's not going to check up here. For the most part, like... Maybe... I'm very sure at some point I put, like, horses up here. Guys, like, this is literally just a dumb sort of joke at this point, because... Ages ago, I chucked a bunch of chickens onto his boat, and it was like, funny. Then every single time he cleared them, I just sort of did it again for a couple of times. I'm doing it just for the sake of... At the end of the day, like, they grew up, he jumps back onto the realm, and it's like, oh, a bunch of free food. I'm pretty sure he just has a 5 respect sword. Like, not doing it to be mean, I'm literally just doing it as a funny joke. But, get rid of the evidence. This was supposed to be like a villager sort of house thing, and like the wheat and all that lot was supposed to be essentially a food source and all that lot for them. I stopped playing around. I stopped playing Minecraft for a good while at that point, and after I built it, like literally not long after I built it, and I was just at this point, it's like one of those things where it's built, but like, it feels wrong to build anything on it. Essentially a super smelter, but when you have all of them running, apparently, like, I don't know how true it is. Lord Viridian's the one who's like built and tested it. It doesn't completely work. It bugs out around apparently. Now, half built by Lord Viridian, unless he did extend it too. Lord Viridian built, I think about this. I think it was like this half. I'm pretty sure then I extended it, but the credit does go to him, and I essentially have just added more. Because originally there was just like 1 or 2. There was, I think, 3 of them down here, which then became 4, so I've added more because I've harvested a decent bit. Then the iron farm, and yes, guys, it does work. Best say, is that torches? No, it's poppies. It does work. I've built one since I built this, and that barely works. But this, it works decently. It could be worse. A train station, which I'm not going to go all the way like through it because the train track literally goes like the tunnel goes all the way down. And then there's a stoplight closer to where the end portal is. Now, 2 more than... Actually, I'll cover those giant arenas in a second. And yes, those were the things that I really had to mine out a mountain for. A nice little fishing pond. Well, and originally it was supposed to be a swimming pool. But then I chucked a bunch of fish in here, so it's kind of a swimming pool. Now, this is the place where you go and essentially rent the horses for the track. The horse race track. That's why I said, like, technically speaking, like, if I was to go and put, like, hoops, like... that, like, starts, like, lift it up. I leave it mostly down for the simple sake of, you'd go and then, like, when light should, then you can go, wee! Wee! Like, you then run all the rest around. Now, it is 100% possible to do without a horse too. It is supposed to be like a horse track, and it is possible. This is easier without a horse. I think about 50% of it is easy without a horse. This is independent of, like, which is why if it was to be a case of, like, everyone doing a race, it'd be a case of... Has anyone got soul speed? Like, what soul speed do people have on their boots? Why? And this is potential... Yeah, this is all... Yeah. Running it is easier because of... Like, I have soul speed and depth strider, but if I take those off, it then becomes a chore. But, like, have them on. Like, this goes a lap with them, I'll then go and run another lap without them. This is just basically about momentum. You come down this area when, like, you're going back around. Without them, it makes no difference to most of the race reboots. It's literally just 2 things, and that 2 things is because depth strider and soul speed. Because with a horse, it'd be like, yeah. Because it'd be like sort of weaving them on up through them. If it was just like a natural like race for like people, I wouldn't have like spaced them out. All it is like soul sand. You had to run up to here. This then becomes more like annoying. You've also got the stand so you can watch. That is a mob spawner. A very ugly designed mob spawner. Ugly built. I built it, so it's... Which is why I'm insulting it. This was supposed to be a way to like, test your horse, but it wasn't built. Like I wasn't 100% sure how you built one, so it's... Yeah. Then this is basically the exact same thing. These are rafts. No, yeah, Rav's bamboo ones. This is basically the exact same thing, potentially bigger, potentially smaller, but a nice version, and because quite simply it's wee slow, wee slow, wee. It's, I think, blue ice. No, it's just grey concrete. This is technically one you can run, and it wouldn't make a difference if you've got like things on your freebirds. Now this is kind of fiddly because you have to like weave to each side. And by weaving to each side, this launches you just over it. Basically, this is a race that I'd probably say 10 laps. The whole thing is like a two lap sort of thing, but if it was a case of that like you wanted to do something for like you had to essentially waste like 5-10 minutes, then I'd say probably a couple laps. But if you've got a good while, basically this area at night is deadly. For those who say I don't play my minigames in my videos, you're technically right, but technically also playing minigames in my videos. Yeah, that's just slightly fiddly, but it does do the job. Plus it's that, or can I break the boat, replace the boat? But yeah, that's both the tracks. Now, this was a legit, like a natural thing. I was like, I want to make them like a reliable food source, so I looked up a cow cooker. So it's the cow cooker 3000. This is me being a dick. Chicken cooker 5000. Basically the same old friend who liked chickens. I decided to make a chicken cooker. The house is right over there. You've got the mob spawner and then like a height view. Basically the way it works is your standard like you've got like a case of seats over there, but like people who want to essentially be able to like watch both could essentially buy tickets to the high life. Be able to like basically what would be a case of you can buy tickets and have a direct view over there and see everything, but the tickets would be, for instance, so I'll say 5 gold for that and then 5 gold for like this, but to then buy, which then equal 10 gold, or you could pay 8 gold and buy tickets to just this and see both. But then you couldn't go and sit over there. So there'd be pros and cons to it. And that's the two mini games. And guys, just quickly gonna give you a high view. That's how much land I cleared with TNT. Granted, it was with TNT, so it wasn't as bad, but yeah. I want to show my friend Android's last, and yes, like I've already said, they're dumb. It's a dumb friend Android. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, if you asked me in almost any series, I wouldn't be proud about, like, they wouldn't be the thing I'd say I'd be proud about. Like Quest, I'm pretty sure the thing I'm proud about, like the thing that like I'd say is my best builds, I think in one of my minigames or my house. But yeah, guys, the Nether is literally nothing. Like, I'm literally going down there, showing one thing, and then coming out of the Nether. I say one thing, technically two. This was the spawn. Blue Ninja was like, just give me some cobblestone and I'll prove it. And for the most part, he did. And yeah, okay, a couple things. If you can come all the way up here, then run all the way up here. You have down here, which I'm pretty sure this is like the area me and Lord Ridding got, because we were both missing the shoot a skeleton from a distance trophy to get the plat. And I'm pretty sure that was the area that's built, or Lord Ridding built all the way. Like, I can't remember the full reason why this was built. Then the thing people are going to want to know, that basically was down to there. Now, this area has, like, Liz was being a lot of damage. Like, there was originally, like, full scaffolding up to here, which is why you've... I don't know who stacked up with my... What, would you, like, from here, like... That you don't see the fact there was scaffolding down there? Because I had to double check when me and Lord Ridding jumped back on this world from a while, like, it's been a while. Like, the realm was created, like... I think we've had this round for a couple of years at this point. Been over it, yeah. But yeah, like, this is literally just another right farm. I'm not going to go all the way down because I go for a while, but me and Lord Ridding do both agree the fact of half this stuff looks ugly, which is why at some point I would willingly, like, if like me and Lord Ridding probably at some point we'll discuss what blocks they change it to, and then one of us will go through and change it. But that's everything in the nether, and looking through there's not... See, I was expecting that stream to be like, okay, the stream's not going to be like 15-20 minutes, it's not going to be that long of a stream. It's going to be a case of people going to be like, why do you not just do it into a video? And it's like... Because streaming is easier. No, actually, there's, I think, two more... Damn it. I think there's two more things that I've not shown. Oh, and this is what I was on about when I said, I do not kidnap villagers. It was literally this. There was one of them in there, and then I think a couple got in there, and then eventually I chucked a bunch of food in there. Technically, there's a couple mob spawners I've not shown, but this was the first. It's quite simply just a zombie spawner. I dug all the way down here. There's hoppers that come down, and then I will talk about that in a second. You then come down for those, and then come down here. But yeah, I will talk about those flags in a second, because yes, they're flags. They are the Scottish flags. No, I am not Scottish. No, I did not place them. Lord Ridding did. I swear enough, my voice is going to be this annoying, but streaming the episode 4 Telltales for Batman tonight. I'm going to be annoyed. I'm hoping by then... like, I'm not so bored about the fact of, like, my voice sounding a bit weird in this stream compared to... Because it's essentially just a throwaway stream. Like, it's just a case of me showing some stuff. Now, there's like 4 farms. There's 2 zombies. Like, I made 2 zombies. I then tried to make a spider, and there is a skeleton farm. I just don't remember where the skeleton farm is. But yeah, this is a spider farm. It does technically work, but considering spiders can fit through this gap, it's not effective. Also, down here, Lord Ridding did start building, it was I think he said some sort of factory or something. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know whether he will ever go back to it, but yeah. And I don't know why the world is starting to look like really boggy. because like double checking it on my phone just to like make sure it doesn't. And I'm because anytime I have checked my phone, it's just been like, why does it? Okay, so it's literally just the case of when I go into those biomes. Now, here's the fun question. Can I remember where I built this gun? Well, the answer to that question is no. No, I can't. I have a way to find out, though. Basically, game mode spectator puts you into essentially a spectator mode, and which means you can look underground. Essentially, X-ray. There is basically another zombie farm down there. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, the skeleton farm. I would say, who the hell's built this? And it's like, yeah, the railway tracks. Literally go. That's the typical way to get to. Never mind, find it. Basically, it's a farm I don't use because basically this is where you get like down to the end. But like I don't use it like because of the fact of like for me, I'm essentially an Old and I think for Blue Ninja too, it's a lot more easier to essentially go down the hole that was made. But there was a skeleton up. Skeleton spawner down, literally right down these stairs, which were originally blocks, and I did change them to stairs because it was so much simpler. But yeah, this is literally just a skeleton spawner. I was about to say, if you're about to ask me how do you get down to the bottom to check there's stuff, and it's like, I don't know, it's like, I take away one block just to see if there's something behind it. That's how... See, it has been changed since originally. Some lava just to get rid of stuff, some additional... I want to say additional space. I honestly want to. I know this is not symmetrical. Basically, you look, we go in there, the doors protect you, and then the gates is literally just to stop them from... Originally, the gates were there to stop them from killing you, and it's like, hold on, wait, they've got bows and arrows, they can shoot you. Oh well, I'll just put doors there, and just make it so you can move them, and just go bang, bang, bang. Yeah, but if you go, like... See, I don't know the exact way to the end portal. I know this takes you to... Yeah, it takes you to here, which is at the end of... Which is, like, the room that you need to, like, find to get to the end portal. I don't know the way down, because I think I've only ever had to use that way twice. Actually, it might be about 3 or 4 times. But for the other 160 times I've gone to an end, I've just used the literal giant hole that's right there. Ah, great, those things are right. I'm 100% going to forget about them. Now, which I'm pretty sure I've discussed everything. No, the other thing I've not, which I will quickly show, is an old franchise we no longer speak. For reasons I will not go into because my personal life is my personal life. But yeah, this was our house. Yeah, can you believe that they might have liked chickens a bit too much? I'm pretty sure I did check a few additional items there, but again, I'm not 100% sure. Cows, a few horses, sheep. Nah, the frogs around the place because of me. They did! I completely forgot about the customized them. Creaking, Ravager, Iron Golem, Snow. Just clicking the shell off the ice, just feel like the one chance I do get to on like with video proof. Yeah, that's it. Which I'll get to. The Warden, which I'm not summoning. I basically placed down a few Tapos being like, what the hell are these? Didn't think nothing more of it. Turns out they were frogs. I don't know why I didn't like question it at the time. Right. Now what I call my pride and joy. Not that, this. This is a bridge. Basically, I was fed up of essentially, because originally it was just like, oh, I got like, yes, technically, like, speaking, I could essentially go to this person's house, use that and vault over. But not my land, I couldn't use it. And they'd got the only piece of land that connected everyone else's houses up to the end portal. So I was like, okay, I'll build a bridge. A very nice bridge. You've got, you know, supports underneath to support it. You've got the pillars that go all the way down to the ocean. Symmetrical down to the ocean. If I had to get rid of blocks or place blocks, I did, as you can see there. All the way down, you've got the lanterns on there. I know Lord Ridden did do a couple things to a couple bridges. I think the lanterns might have been him, not 100% sure. This was the first bridge. Still my brother enjoyed. Then I want to say this was the second. I know that was the last one, which is the fourth, because I only ever built 4, and there was a third one over there. But like, I'm pretty sure this was second. He did add the lights, these like frog lights underneath. But for the most part, yeah, these bridges were also built in like survival because we didn't have access to creative at the time. This was built because of the fact that we were building more and more stuff over here, and it just made common sense. So yeah, this was the second one, which is a bit bigger. Difference is, you don't have the supports under them. You just have like slabbed underneath and just the pillars. All 4 do have something different about them. That one's obvious. The third and fourth one are obvious. I'm gonna say they're all kind of obvious changes. Like, this was like the full supports, like the full pillars under, connecting all up. That then got rid of them. Considering there's lanterns on this, I'm gonna say I placed them, but I'm not really sure. This was then the third, and yes, boats can still get through. But because of how small the gap was, instead of just placing some land, or doing the logical thing and just swim in. Or, actually, no, because there isn't. Yeah, no, there isn't. It's also not up to there, but I might build 5th, probably won't. So I then built this little thing, and it was a lot of trial and error, because it's like, well, I wanted like double pillars and that lot, so instead of doing double, I just did that triple in the middle. Like, because 2 was going to look weird, so it's just like, you know, just do 1 triple in the middle. So that's different from the second, other than the fact of it being, like, because of it being smaller, it's just a triple pillar in the middle. Otherwise, it very much just looked like the second one on a bigger scale. But yeah, the first one's definitely my favourite out of them. The first and third in this case are my favourites because the second is just kind of a typical bridge, but then the first is like the first one I ever built, and like the most effort was put into it. The third is the smallest and kind of the cutest. But yeah, this was all handcrafted and cobbled wise. Like, now this is the 4th, which could technically be argued as the 5th. But no, it was built as one big bridge, which meant half it was like I think it took like a week to get all the resources, because it's not a small thing. And this got like stairs underneath, which I'm pretty sure they all do. You've then got that. You've then got the typical pillars thing. Now, the difference between this and that is this is essentially a 4-cross bridge. And by 4-cross, I mean you've got 4 ways you can go. You can go straight across to get over to there, or you can go straight across to get to there. Now, did this need to be made like this? No. I 100% could have, because I built it like this initially just so the fact that Lord Viridian could, still get up and go around. We do all have elytras. I do mostly fly. But this was before we had them. This was barely before, but yeah. It was before. You can all go around. There's one more thing which I'm now remembering because I can see the fact of like I'm looking at like the area it is and it's like yeah that. But yeah, like you've got your 4-cross thing. I don't despise this bridge. I 100% despise none of them, but it is not even. Like that's a long way out. That's like long path over there. That's a short one. That's medium, and that's about medium. But like first and third are definitely my favourites. Like those, like the bridges became. I'll show this thing, and then I'll prove why the bridges basically became my thing for this realm, for this world. The Ninetales Fox thing was literally just a Pokemon reference. Because the Alola Ninetales is a Ice Fairy type. I named a Snow Fox, Ninetales. I also could have just named a regular fox. You've got Yubel, Axel, Summer, and then Rose. Axel and Yubel are both Yu-Gi-Oh references. More specifically, Yu-Gi-Oh GX references. There was a person who used the volcanic cards in Yu-Gi-Oh GX, whose name was Axel. And then you had then there is a literal card called Yubel, and then like upgraded forms, and then there is someone in Yu-Gi-Oh GX called Yubel who used Yubel, who technically used herself. But yeah, guys, there's a reason why it says Bridge Master on top. But yeah, I think for the most part that's everything, and all in about an hour. I'm impressed. But yeah, guys, we've had like this world for a good, I want to say since 2023. There was only one other thing, which isn't a big. There's a few minor like things, but like there's only one other like thing, and this was Blue Ninja's first slice. I don't know why like me, Lord Viridian, like went all the way over there, started building. I would say, what the? It's just a mushroom. But then Blue Ninja built like a nice little thing over here. Like for a good while, it was hidden, and like recently, I was speaking to Lord Viridian. I was like, how the hell did I not notice like Blue Ninja has been down here? And I'm using the PlayStation names / the Twitch like names, just so if you do want to go like follow them on Twitch and watch their content, Blue Ninja 1248 and then Lord Viridian. And it's just like, how did I not find know about this? And it's just like, I did say, and it's like, I know you did, but like, how the hell is this hidden? Like for a good while, it's like, because I don't know, I was randomly flying down here. There's like a tunnel system from this to his new house. It's just like, how the hell did I not notice that? Oh, and then there's this. The one thing that I somehow flew past, had completely forgotten about. I know for a fact that if I didn't mention it, someone in my chat would be like, dude, there's a giant thing. The tree tower and the trees were Lord Viridian. He basically just carried on piling them up. This thing does go to the build limit. At least for the most part. There might be a couple blocks difference. Yeah, no. 320. Now, it's not what it looks like. But, funny side, it's not a cult building. Which I say that every single time, and I promise it's not intentionally built. It's more just a case of built as a funny thing. You've got the back area where I'm pretty sure if you jump, I will do it in survival just to prove my point. But like, you can come up to each area and like pick a spot and then start building where you want your rooms and all that lot. But yeah, just to essentially prove that you can jump and survive. But yeah, I think that is now everything. Like I said, there might be, like, this was the original Nether portal. These were the original starter chests. Like, there's 4 of them. Basically, Lord Riddian went and got, I think it was like 20-30 pieces of iron. And instead of just making himself, like, full, like, because I think he had enough to make a full set of iron armor. No, I think he made us all a full set of iron armor. And that's all, like, diamond tools. Because he went off on mining and just got us some stuff. Also, the pink trees, they were originally done as a joke. Basically, if anyone's seen one of my more recent New Adventures episodes, you will know that you'll get these things you'll get them in abundance. You chop down one tree, you end up with like 30 saplings. And a tree size I'm on about is a tree like that. There could only be like, 5 leaf, like actual 5 leaf blocks on there. You'd probably still get about 15 saplings. This was originally my tree farm, because it was basically wood on my property and all that lot, so it made sense. But then I built an actual one. But yeah guys, this is the farm that I've been talking about for like the last several days. These chickens are actual chickens I do slaughter and use for food. Also, yes, this is a lot different than how the chicken farm was made on Quest, and potentially how the chicken farm, because there will eventually be one on New Adventures. I don't know when, but eventually I'll make a proper like farm. Yes, I know I could just be using an axe. Then this was just, I don't know why I made this, but this is basically just like, now I do. Basically just a giant area just to run with horses. Do I not have food? I have raw cod. I could have sworn I had food. I don't want to eat chorus because I'm that teleporting everywhere. That'll do. Yes, I am that mean I'd willingly eat in front of them. But yeah guys, that should be everything. The reason for the giant platform though, it stops trees from going to a stupid height. Like you'll notice, that is all the way up there. It's not over there, it basically just forces them to grow normal. I never did it on Quest, I don't think. Mainly because I don't think I ever built a tree farm on Quest. but like it stops like oak trees from growing stupidly big. Now, if I'd actually built it to the appropriate height, that oak tree there wouldn't be big, but like there's not much space between each of them. I don't know how. I'm pretty like I want to say this is probably Lord Iridium pranking me back. If it is, then I'm not feeling bad for those chickens. Like, I don't see how the chickens would have got over here. Granted, there's a potential chance that there was just a couple of eggs that I had on me, chucked them, they spawned chickens, and because I'm doing it now. But yeah, just a nice little simple tree farm. See, I've extended my property line a lot because I basically outlined my whole area. And it's like, Lord Iridium's like, geez, how big are you building? It's like, big. And even then, I wanted a nice big garden. Although, I am gonna say, the best house, I think, potentially goes to Lord Iridium. But yeah, guys, that's everything on the realm. At some point, I might do like more stuff on there. Like, if more stuff does get built on here, I might just do part 2 of exploring the realm. But until then, this is Tigerus signing off. Bye.